We can buy cards, modify talents, or modify our deck. I seem to remember that this guy doesn't let me discard cards, which is really what I want at this point. But we'll visit him anyway. A heavily inebriated beaver, sporting wealthy golden robes, jauntily rolls some dice at a nearby festival stand. Whether he's winning or losing is anybody's guess, but he seems to be having a good time of it. You make your way through the throng of sycophants fawning over the beaver's fine garments, who joyfully indulges in their attempts to ingratiate themselves. He notices your entrance. "Oh, and what do we have here?" he remarks. "Such stern faces. We cannot have that. My friends, please, delight in this festival of games. I invite you to share in my wondrous luck." He lets several florins slip from his fingers, sending his onlookers into a frenzy as they scramble for them on the cold cobbles below. What cards do I have in my deck that are 3 stamina? Maybe it could be Heavy Blow. We would trade a high stamina cost card for a 0 stamina cost card. I don't know. I kind of like my high stamina cost cards, although I'll admit that we might not be moving targets very much any longer. Reroll a character's talent. That would be one of these cards. I guess I don't need strong stuff. We could try getting rid of that. We could try getting rid of that. Plague Doctor. We're going to get rid of Plague Doctor. Reroll a character's talent. 500 florins. And I don't want Plague Doctor. Roar. Apply 2 stacks of Overwhelm. Gain 4 charge. Banish. Blood Frenzy. Convert all ruin cards in your hand to a rend. Banish. Master at Arms. Move this character's primary and secondary weapon cards. Nope, we don't care about that. So I do like both of these. We will end up getting ruin cards, and this will transfer them to rends, which is actually a good card in itself. But we'd have to hope we get Blood Frenzy and a ruin card in our hand at the same time, and this is useless until we have ruin cards. So I think in the end, we'll take Roar. Apply 2 stacks of Overwhelm, gain 4 charge, banish. Hesitation. We take 5 damage if we don't pick this card. Salters. Fight for equipment. Quick round. Heal 50%. Well, let's not take any damage. There's not a moment to lose. Hesitate and you're going to take a beating. Tackle it head on, and you'll just about get your way. Armor and weapons to pick from. Fight for equipment. I don't really think... Do I want another battle? No. Let's see what we can get for weapons and armor. I wouldn't mind having some better weapons for Thalsunder at this point. You approach the reserves, finding untidy stacks of weapon crates on the left and some chests of armor on the right. As you begin to inspect them, you hear the heavy footsteps of some guards returning from a patrol. You only have time to look at one set before they return. Let's view 2 weapons. A falchion and a battle axe. I think both of these would be good for Thalsunder. In fact, we could give him both and he could start dual wielding. But I would lose my round shield. I think no matter what, we definitely want the falchion. So let's take that and leave our old hatchet behind. We've come so far with this take cover shield, and it has proven useful. I think the battle axe, though, Tim, is better for him. I really shouldn't hold on to this, but we will. fighting, or we can discard a card. We're absolutely going to offload. A small wooden hideaway discreetly obscured by a fruit wagon. Your brothers have offloaded their unneeded wares here. You see a familiar symbol. Your brothers have been here. We can't hold on to this. Getting rid of a guard card. Don't even need to look at it. Fighting on every rank. Foes block your path. You can't move this way without a fight. Take your blood for Landon. Actually, I need to be right back. I need to check the time. Okay, it's 1:20 in the afternoon. I still have time to play. So let's pick a fight. And I guess I'll pick this one. It doesn't matter because I don't know what it's going to be. Oh, clippers. Okay. Shouldn't have been maybe so confident. So, we have halberdiers, armored crossbowmen, and clippers. Clippers. The first thing he's going to do is gain venom, gain 1 venom, and then move swap to another rank in their lane. So he's going to move back here and swap this clipper to the front. And then he's going to act next turn. These guys are doing 15 damage and gaining Overwatch. These guys are doing 20 damage to opponent's lane and gaining Zone of Control. And they're both attacking the center lane. So I'm going to want to move Inksington to some other place, and we did draw our will. So let's start by using double team while we can, while Inksington is with us. So she gains shields and charge. And it should be her who... Oh, no, it should be Redmont because we want everyone benefiting from this. Although, to be fair, then I should use something like Carnage. And I guess I'd ruin the rush. So let's do that to start. And we'll hit... This is awful. This is actually a tough group. I need to hit one of the clippers. I'm going to hit the back one to start. Now we use double team. This does 36 damage times 2, 70 damage. If I want to use it on any of my bears. Well, let's withdraw her next. And she can use it on herself. Right? Whose exertion is this, by the way? This is Thawsunder's exertion. Alright, let's withdraw herself. Here. Okay. Oakmont, you're not being attacked. We're going to have her use Feverish Onslaught. But first I need to use Calculating Strike. So, since you've already gone, Redmont, let's use this on you. We're going to focus on this clipper. We can exertion that back in our hand, and I'm tempted to do that, so we get 4 cards next turn. Let's have Inksington. I'm a little nervous about this move. No, we're going to have Oakmont use it. Feverish Onslaught. Yep, I want to use it. We gained an Encourage. It's a bit awkward because I don't need anyone moved. But we'll go ahead and move Thawsunder. here to keep the bears, I guess, in line, and we'll remove the fatigue off of him. We can then use exertion, and I think it'd be nice to have more double team. But I think I want another calculating strike. Let's draw this. And we'll go ahead and play that on Redmont as well. Again on the Clipper. We draw more cards. No one's attacking Thaw Sunder, so the Battle Axe isn't going to do its special. I guess we will use Invigorating Blow here so that we gain more recovery on Inksington. No one's wounded, so it should be Oakmont that uses his Sharpened Steel. And we'll Battle Axe this guy as well to make sure he dies. We get Improvise. Why don't we choose the attack everyone in lane or a Deep Strike? Oh, or Red Powder would be good too. Let's grab Red Powder. I mean, Reckless Cleave would be great. That's 33 damage. Actually, why don't you grab 33 damage to everyone? Yeah, let's take Reckless Cleave. And we end our turn. Okay. I did not gain any powder. I have card draw here, though. I really need to kill this Clipper. Retaliate triggers Venom as well. So, and he's got poison on him now, but he'll do poison damage to us with Sinister Strikes if I don't kill him immediately. Alternatively, we do go for one of the armored crossbowmen, but I think we definitely don't. I want the poison gone this turn. We have a single roar also, Tim. You have cards with concentration, but that should be the last thing you use. This is also a good opportunity to play Scourge's Hammer. So let's start with that roar. And I'm going to roar... I really don't want all that Overwatch. Sorry, everyone. I'm just doing a lot of thinking. We have a ton of cards in our hand, and I plan to get even more of them. Why don't we start with the Improvise? And we're looking for red powder or pink powder. Red powder it is. I want to wait to use Reckless Charge until the end. I want to use most of my other cards first, and then we'll have to use Concentration on Oakmont to draw that red powder. Actually, we just need Oakmont to gain, to do damage at this moment. So let's roar next. And I'm going to roar on the Crossbowmen. Well, then Scourge Hammer. No. Overbearing Swing. Nice, which got reduced to 0 stamina. And we'll use it here. Deal 14 damage to Lane. Which I think is both of these. We should then Scourge his hammer. Actually, I want the pink powder next, but it's... We can't... I have no more card draw here till the end of the turn. So we need to Scourge his hammer now. And we might as well Scourge hammer this guy, because that will apply... Well, if we Scourge hammer him, these two will gain the effect. So you know what? Let's Scourge hammer this guy. We got to draw... Well, right, we get a stamina because of that. And we drew a card because of that. I forgot all about that. That's amazing. So now we can actually play red powder. And we'll use the mouse's... whatchamacallit ability before we do it to gain a bunch of charge. Then I can ruin a card in hand, which is going to be the Sunder. We don't really need that. So let's Reckless Cleave. And the Sunder can go away. And we hit the back rank, because now they've all got Overwhelm on them. Since he has no armor, we'll apply some extra bleed to him. We'll just kill him. That also works. We can improvise. And we'll grab the bill hook. My plan is to swap him. And one of the front ones. So if you're going to... Well, actually, no. We can just kill him and move one of these guys to the back. We'll have to get rid of all my... Oh, we're not playing Thresh. That's just not going to happen. No one in the front rank is wounded. Let's kill. Or rather, attempt to kill this guy. I guess we're playing Concentration. Let's do that to draw cards. You know what? I'm not gonna probably... I'm gonna bill hook one of these guys, but I'm not gonna push him to the back. That has to be the last card you use. Well, it doesn't have to be, but it's probably going to be. If you have your blow here, you can't get rid of crossbow. Heavy blow. He's dead when he activates thanks to the poison, so we can just ignore him now. Let's use a guard here. We'll use the solid footing. Our crossbow can be used. You can't play Thresh him, actually. Well, we can, but I don't want to take 2 damage on him. If I strong stuff, we have exactly what we need to play Thresh. You know what, Tim? It's just 2 damage. Go ahead and do it. Use strong stuff to start. And then we Thresh. And the 2 damage, I think, is deflected by the shield, isn't it? So you're worrying about a whole lot of nothing, I think, Tim. Yes, it's blocked by the shield. Okay, well, I think this is over for them. At least I hope it is. So we use, again, this ability to use pink powder. To start. Getting some charge. Who are they attacking? The rank. We can use momentum, discarding this guard to gain even more charge. And then we can use Dancing Blades to do significant damage to them and gain some shields. Oh, right, we can't use the shield. We don't actually have the ability to use that. I guess we'll use Setup. I should guarantee one of them dies, so we're not dealing with as many of them. We have another Calculating Strike. He's dead when he activates. We can now ignore him. And he's the only one who will get to attack us. That was interesting. We drew 3 cards for the end of the turn. I don't know why we drew those 3 cards. Those must have been ones we got at the beginning of the turn for some reason. Red one's a little damaged. Oh, bleed. They took 1 bleed damage. We have no heal in our hand. I have no way to draw cards to fish for 1. So I guess we'll just kill this guy then. Actually, oh, hold on. We do have the ability to farm for 1. Oh, we're not allowed to have more than this many cards in our hand, I suspect, because we only drew 2 cards. Interesting. $149 florins. We could get another setup, which effectively counters itself. Counters itself, which effectively makes up for us choosing this, because we get to draw a card after using it. I will take a setup. A weapon cache. Another combat. Doggedness. I'm going to choose this to start our next combat with 15 shields, because I think our next combat is going to be the last combat. It will be. I should have read that. I did. I forgot. I keep forgetting occasionally to read the cards. Quick round. The heat of the city dries your throats, and the strain of combat is taking its toll. There's a chance to duck into a brewery. It's not Blackfoot stuff, but it'll do you good. The street branches in front of you. It will be difficult to come back through the bustling crowd. Alright, everyone, this is it. The final prep. We can buy more cards, which we don't need. We can be fully healed, which we don't need, so we may as well visit the tavern and see what's available for sale here in terms of people. Bursts of hearty laughter explode from the shady establishment. Some brawny folks sit by the bar. Oh, we can hire our first wolf. I've never had a wolf before. Hesithwaite is his name. Honorable. Whenever you break an opponent's shield, apply 1 shield to that opponent. Interesting. So he's giving him a chance to recover. I wonder why you would choose this. Gambler. At the start of every turn, you may discard 1 card to draw 2. Plagued. Whenever this character plays a card, 1 venom is applied to opponents. He starts with the Soldier's Heirloom, which is what our frontline guy has already. Our augment has in terms of weaponry. Flail. Deal 8 damage to Vitality and apply 3 bleed, discard a card. Buckler. Gain 5 shield, gain Anticipation. He's got Zealot's Promise. If you banish a card this turn, spawn Wrath to hand. Deal 20 damage to a lane. Spiteful. At start of their turn, this character takes Vitality damage equal to stacks of bleed. Ticks down by 1 each turn. Oh, sorry, no, that's not, that's right, that's bleed. This character has no shield. Deal 5 damage and apply 3 bleed to opponent rank. Attrition. Deal 5 damage X times for each unique status effect on an opponent. I think we'll hire him. I think we'll hire him. All right. Looks pretty cool. I like the look of him. I've never had a wolf before. I wonder what his special ability is. I guess we'll find out when we start. All right, everyone. So one last hire before we... I really like the look of him. One last hire before we get started. We could swap the equipment he has. With 7 stamina, I will give him the heavy armor. Although I like the look of the soldier's heirloom. Actually, the soldier's heirloom I think plays better with his feats, doesn't it? If you have no shield, deal 5 damage and apply 3 bleed to opponent rank. I don't know. The next battle is the last battle as far as I'm aware. So I should make up my mind what I'm doing with, at the very least, this shield. I need to decide what I'm doing with this shield. We could put the shield back on Thalsunder. Or we could... and give this guy one of these weapons instead. I kind of like his flail. Even though it requires us discarding a card. I think, Tim, you put back the shield on Thalsunder. And you drop the battle axe. It's just normal heavy armor. You'd have 6 stamina. You know what? I am going to give him that instead. Alright, everyone. Enter the courtyard. You've made it deep into the heart of Dawn's Point. Others are counting on you. Climb the stairs. Gold cloaks. Their famed cloaks bloom in the dawning sunlight, a grave reminder of what little time you have left. And the Warden. The commander of the garrison stands before you, flanked by his elite gold cloaks. There is little time left. Finish this fight. The final battle, everyone. This will take a while. We can discard a card in order to draw 2 cards. So I think we're going to do that. And it might be a giant mistake, but I'm going to get rid of withdrawal. I think. I wish I could see my battle lane, but I think I've got bears all adjacent to each other for the double team. So let's get rid of withdrawal. Oh, we got a kick. That's awful. Okay, let's take a look at these guys. Magnificent Plate, Fury, Charge, Battlefield Authority. We've seen all this before, dealing 15 damage to the front rank. The same with this guy. Here's the Warden, the main boss of the game as far as I'm aware. Commander. When this character moves into a new rank, that rank gains 5 charge, and this character's original rank gains 15 shields. He also has Rage. Champion. Whenever this character takes more than 25 damage from a single attack, the excess damage is ignored and converted to shields. And he also has Magnificent Plate. We have another banner bearer back here, so the first card we play each round will be banished after we play it. We have Zone of Control Halberders, who we've seen before as well in the back rank. We want to probably kill the Bannerman to start. So I don't... Let's look. Well, I think we play double team, even though we'll never see it again. I think I do want to start with this. Alternatively, we just get rid of the experience strike. It's 5 damage for 2 stamina. It goes up 5 damage each time, but I don't think we're going to go through this deck 3 times. The battle will be over before then. So why don't we start by just getting rid of this, and we'll have this card be the one that's banished. And I will focus on the Bannerman to start. Double team. Now, it's tempting to use Billhook to move the Warden to start, but he will benefit from that passive if we move him. And we can't move the Bannerman. So I think we're probably going to have to move one of these guys forward. Well, before we go any further, I'm tempted to Reckless Cleave and get rid of the kick. We also do have Scourge's Hammer. Oh, and what is he doing? Deals 20 damage. Opponent has any adjacent allies. 7 Winded is applied. Move swaps to adjacent rank. Oof, that's awful. Actually, we will move him to delay that if we can. That's still awful. We should probably wait to move him, though. And you want to focus on that Banner Bearer till this starts, so even though we might gain useful cards, I think we do this. So let's Scourge's Hammer, and we probably want it on the Bannerman so that the Shockwave is applied to all other ranks. We gain a Vanguard, which doesn't help me that much. Well, we're going for that last rank, so let's Reckless Cleave. We get rid of the kick. And he took 15 damage because of it, but I think that was still worth it. Banish all cards in hand, take 5 damage, and deal 15 damage for each banished card. If the character dies, double damage. So this would give us 1, 2, 3, 45 damage. Not enough to kill the Bannerman, so we're not going to use it quite yet. We can use Vanguard, I suppose, here. I'm going to have to use Perish, though. That was dumb, actually. Well, no, it wasn't dumb. I'm going to have to use Perish if I want to draw more cards, and I do want to draw more cards. Let's, Billhook. You know, I don't know if I want to actually swap him out yet. I think I want to keep ignoring him. Let's crossbow first. I have to Billhook. That's a shame. We're going to lose the charge. I don't want to banish Billhook. And we can't move him. Actually, we could just do 10 damage to him and not care about swapping anyone. And I think maybe that's what we want to do. Although it would be nice to delay this attack for 1 turn. But then we're taking 20 damage to Elaine. No, we'll just hit the Bannerman. And I'm not going to move him. And then we use the Perish to get rid of it. It's 5 stamina, so if False Thunder's going to use it because his Vigor will counter it. Okay, well, we can barely kill this guy. But we can kill him. Oh, I didn't want to see this now. That's a bit awkward. powerful momentum to get rid of this. And then we can use this to give us even more damage, and we'll inflict 9 damage to 2 people. So I guess we'll keep focusing on the halberdiers, since I plan to kill them next. And that will do. One card needs to be discarded. I think well, it doesn't need to be, but we'll get rid of strong stuff. Redmont didn't take any damage, and Oakmont is exhausted, so he can't play any of his cards this turn. There's 20 damage to opposite opponent rank. All opponents move, swap, in lane. This character gains 15 shields. So these 2 will be moved in their current positions. I'm okay with that. And he'll die next round now, apparently. I would like to kill these halberdiers still. So we're going to start with a pink powder, which will do nice. Another extra 18 damage to each of these opponents. Let's start with it. We have a flail. We'll have to discard a card if I want to play this. And we have shields, so this card isn't going to be that useful. So we'll just discard Spiteful after we use the flail. And we'll put this on the Warden. And we'll discard, again, Spiteful. Let us use Round Shield next. And we'll put some more shield on Oakmont. Okay. Oakmont's not being attacked, which is good, but the back rank is. I really want to see if I can kill these guys. We're going to draw a single card. Let's fish for our Deep Strike. We'll use Setup now to draw that. And we'll put this increased damage on one of these 2, right? Because we... Actually, it's 6 damage. I wouldn't mind having some vulnerable on one of the Ender Knights. Let's Deep Strike now. And this, I think, will kill one of the halberdiers. It doesn't, but it will die when its turn activates, thanks to the bleed. So we have another improvise. Let's use this. We could take Roar, but I better be able to finish something this turn. I don't think we're going to do... Let's... Oh, actually, you know what? Let's grab Exertion. Well, that'll have to wait till next turn, Tim. If you want to get rid of all their cards in your hand, then 2 people won't be actually able to play cards in hand, but we're going to do this anyway. So let's Calculating Strike. We'll Invigorating Blow. And now we've got to play 2 solid footings. So there's our Exertion. Oh, that's a shame. We also drew Concentration. So let's play this. And we're going to draw that Deep Strike again. Which Redmont can use to kill him. The Warden moved, so we can bull charge him. And then we can use our racial ability to use Rush. And we'll target the Warden. Because that also drops charge off of him every time we strike him. And we can't use any other cards, so we're done. Oh! Okay, that's a bad swap that happens there. I can't do anything about it either. I'm going to drop our guard. Attrition can be really nice here. Deals 5 times X. Deals 5 damage X times for each unique stats effect on an opponent. They both have 3 at the moment. Why not put more on them? So let's start with a red powder on the front rank. We don't want to do too much damage to him where he's going to gain it all in shields and the battle will just take forever. So yeah, let's use red powder. The charge will ensure it does even more damage to everyone. Then we want another calculating strike. Anyone wounded? Augment is wounded, so we should use Sharpened Steel. We have a Sunder available as well, don't we? And a Carnage. Let's Carnage first. And we'll get rid of Guard. We'll keep stacking Bleeds on their commander. Sunder will rob him of all... Well, no. We should use Sunder on one of these guys, even though it won't do too much. We also need it out of our hand if I want to draw more cards at the end. So Sunder it will be. Actually, we should use Heavy Blow first, right? Because that will get us 1 stamina back. Sure. We gain setup. There's not much left in our deck at the moment. Let's go ahead and play setup. Putting more stacks of vulnerable on him to help our Sunder, which should now be able to take away all the defense of him. Right, but we put 1 defense on him whenever we take away his defense after that. We can Ragged Claw with Ingsington. Oakmont's wounded, so we can Sharpen Steel with him to heal that. We can then execute with Redmont. I mean, I think we can kill this guy if I use this right now. That's 25 damage to him, but it's going to be affected by all of these. Actually, we should first use Invigorating Blow on someone. This way he gains the restoration. Attrition. And then we Calculating Strike. We'll gain 3 more cards thanks to the front rank. And does Zealot's Promise work if anyone banishes a card? Let's find out. On the commander. It does! 20 damage to a lane. That's amazing. Shame about the Faucian. I can't put more bleed on him. I'm just gonna do 20 damage to him. Oh, right. We overwhelmed him, so Champion got some of his, whatchamacallit, back. Oh, there's no cards in our draw pile, so this does nothing for me. We'll just let it go into our normal deck then. Wow, I'm doing exceedingly well this combat. Oh, Wrath is permanently spawned now. Interesting. 20 damage for 1 stamina is very nice. We will just hold on to it. And I don't really want to drop anything. I guess if I'm going to drop something, it will be the Buckler. He's attacking everyone in this lane. Let's move. Let's have Redmont withdraw Ingsington to the back rank again. I don't think Champion will do anything to attrition. So I'm going to start with a momentum on Hellswath. And I don't think I need... Well, let's start with that. Momentum on Hellswath. And I'm going to get rid of Encourage. Discard that. And now we should do 8 damage X times. I think this might... It might kill him. We're doing 16 damage. Just under 16 damage 8 times. No, we won't kill him. It'll be close, though. No, it wasn't close. But we did a hefty amount of damage. I'm almost 100 damage. I don't want him to gain more armor, so I want to avoid using powerful attacks on him. I don't actually need Reckless Cleave any longer. Oh, look at this. Battle Cry. Deals 18 damage to shields and applies 3 Winded to opponent party. Move swaps to adjacent rank. All stacks of crippled, bleed, and poison are removed. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, so then... We'll apply Nefarious to the Ender Knight instead. Oh, which applied Vulnerable to him, but I think I'm okay with that. We'll draw a card. Let's play a setup. You know, I should keep trying to hit him. We got another setup with that setup, so let's, I guess, set him up again. No, let's set up the Ender Knight. If you want to kill him, Tim, then you need to target him. This is a big mistake. That would give him armor. This might not give him armor, though. If I sharpen... should we Redmont that sharpen steels? Not with charge, not on the leader. Okay, good. He's not gaining armor. Okay, darn it. Now he did. Wrath. Give him more armor, but he's almost dead. Let's set him up. We can crossbow him. And he's dead when he activates. Now we can ignore him. So I guess we'll Reckless Charge, after all. No, we can't. Pacified. Then we execute. And it's over. I don't see this one Ender Knight being able to defeat us. We have to discard a card. We'll I don't really want to discard that. Oh, let's discard the Ragged Claw. We will play Zealot's Promise. We can then use an Improvise. And we'll grab Billhook, which spawns Wrath. I can't actually... We can draw a card if he uses a 3 stamina ability. Oh, we should use Sunder first, though. So let's do that. Take away some of that armor. And then we can... Heavy Blow. Which now draws the Billhook, which we can use to push him to a back rank to make sure he doesn't get to attack this turn. We can Invigorating Blow to gain the Restore on Thaw Sunder. Without armor, we can start bleeding him. He moved this turn, so we can Bull Charge. We will Wrath him. We'll go ahead and Improvise. And we'll grab a... Where's my... Do I have the Arterial attack? No. I think I might have ruined it. Deep Strike. He's in the back rank. Then we can Spiteful. To draw 2 more cards. We can double team. And then kill him. Fun! A lot of fun! I can't believe I did it! This was the run I did just after I beat the boss of this boss once. Man, a good group. Glad we picked up that last character right before that final battle as well. Really helped me get through all the cards I was drawing by using all that stamina up. Alright, everyone. I think we might get a cutscene here, but I'm not sure. Let's see what happens. Alright, everyone. We did it! Because we took bears and mice, and because they're what we have unlocked so far in the game, they're going to earn experience points towards unlocking other talents and skills, I believe. And we have, I think, a global one down here to help us unlock other races as we go forward. We defeated Spitter, Blister, and the Warden. I believe there is a different boss for the first and second acts as well that you could get instead of these two. Alright, well, I think what the plan will be is to see what we've unlocked, and then we'll do one more run, and then that will do it for this game. So let's go ahead and see what we unlocked. Oh, okay, we unlocked the wolf, apparently. Our mouse is tier 8, gained whirlwind. Oh, that's nice. I like that skill. A talent. Hurricane. Our bear has gained indomitable. Shockwave. Ooh, interesting. Titan. We saw this during the game itself. I like that one. You see, look at that. That's an awesome card. The picture on it. I didn't get to read what it did, though. And yes, I had the weasel unlocked. In fact, I think our next run, we'll try the weasel and the wolf. And we'll see how well these two do together. I'm less than halfway to getting the rabbit unlocked. And the beaver won't happen next run. Alright, guys. Well. Oh! I actually can see what their racial is. Racial ability. This character may play another character's wielded card, weapon, or talent. Oh, interesting! So they're not useless in hand. Although items in the chest will be. Alright, guys. Well, thank you again for watching. And I will see you all in the next one.